Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Starker here. Guys, today we are going to continue our series about DC Unchained and the character preview series we launched a couple days ago with Wonder Woman. If you haven't seen the Wonder Woman video yet, the character preview video, well, you can wait for the end screen at the end of this video and it will be up there, guys. So guys, today we're going to be talking about Batman. Batman is iconic in the DC universe, pretty much like Iron Man is in the Marvel universe. So they are very iconic characters. So Batman is probably one of the most important character with Superman in the DC universe. So hopefully DC Unchained and Lab 433 is going to make justice to our sweet and dark knight of DC called Batman. Okay, I'm being ridiculous here, guys. So let's start with the family card chart, whatever. You have Batman, who is a hero, obviously. Specials: aeronautic intelligence, a batsuit, fire resistance, mask, able to use night vision. Personality: driven and morally resolute, expert in using the reverse psychology against enemies. Now if we look at who's come with the family tree in Batman chart is first, they call him his son, Robin, hero, trained by the Dark Knight. Enemy, you have first enemy is Joker, is a villain, obviously, and there's no neutral into Joker. Batman, primary threat. Then you have Harley Quinn, that is a love relationship with the Joker. Harley Quinn is a villain, Joker a girlfriend and crime partner. They will live her life to make a Joker happy. And you have the subtle relationship with Catwoman, who is a neutral character. She doesn't care about good or evil, she just cares about stealing stuff, basically. Walk tightrope between good and evil as the ultimate femme fatale. I don't think she's that pretty, but whatever. So that is the family tree for our sweet Batman. So now if we go to the character chart here, we have character name Batman, character type. I don't remember what the lightning icon means in the game, and I wish they'll just tell us type instead of putting an icon there. So if anybody remember from the beta what is called that combat type, please let me know in the comment section, and I'll be able to put it in the pinned post. Faction is hero, as we said. Story: as a child, Bruce Wayne watched as his parents were killed in Gotham City crime alley. Traumatized by their deaths, he devoted his life to becoming the world's greatest weapon against crime, the Batman. Now if we go into skills, like I said in the previous videos, guys, the skills, you have 5 active skills and 5 passive skills, but you do not get to play with 5 of them of each at the same time. The active skills, you get to pick a tree that you're going to be using during the during your gameplay. So before you go into a mission, you select the 3 skills you want to use, and you have the passive skills that it's 2 or 3 too. I'm not totally sure. It's been a while since I played the closed beta that only lasts 8 days, so it's kind of hard to remember, but it's 2 or 3. So let's go through the active skills first. First of all, we have battering. Throw a battering to deal damage, so basically a ranged attack. Then you have Dark Knight Strike. Swifty dashes to the enemy, dealing damage. Basically, you run to the target. Then you have Gliding Kick. Jump into the air and strikes a drop kick. So I'm guessing that is another ability that will get you closer to the enemy. Then you have Scatter a Caltrop. Throw a Cultra Bomb, dealing damage. And you have the Bat, calls Batwing in the air for support. So basically, you have 2 range ability, you have 2 dashing abilities, which are going to be melee with 2, and you have a summon ability or air support ability. So basically, the air support ability is going to be your big ability. So that ability is going to be mandatory in your skill bar. And you're going to have to choose between one of the 2 range abilities. Very important to have 1 range ability in my opinion. So between the Battering and the Scatter Caltrop. Then you have to pick one ability in the melee ability dashing between the Dark Knight Strike and the Gliding Kick. They don't tell us what the damage they're going to do and if they have a stun effect and all that stuff. So we cannot really decide by just looking at the character chart. When the games go live, hopefully before the end of March, we'll be able to see the stats and have a better opinion and make a full character review when that happens. But for now, we're just talking about what skills he's going to have. Next, we have his passive skills. So first passive skills is Counter Power Type Training. Take reduce damage from Power Type enemy. Power Type enemy, if I'm not mistaken, is the enemy with a fist. And that you have Superman, Wonder Woman that we've seen so far that are power enemies. So take reduce damage from Power Type enemy. So that's a good passive to have if you are going to be fighting Power Type enemies. Next, you have Opportunity Amidst Trouble. Sorry, I don't say this word right, but hey, whatever. Increase critical hit chance when HP hit at or below certain amount. It'll be nice to know what amount, So basically, this is situational passive ability. So if you expect your health to drop below and need the extra damage, that's a good ability. If your health is going to stay high, that's a terrible ability. So that's pretty much it. Battle Spirit, gain EX upon defeating a certain amount of enemies. The EX, if I'm not mistaken, here is going to be the power, like the mana, whatever you want to call it, that's going to be needed to first use the EX ability. That should be the one that's called the Bat in the active skills. And also the EX is important for being able to tag out of each characters, if I remember correctly. So if you're planning to fight a lot of enemies and want to have to use that EX ability as often as you can, well, that's a very good passive ability. But if you fight a low amount of enemies during your during your mission, well, that will be a pretty terrible passive skills to have. Next, you have Critical Ecstasy. Increase attack power upon landing skills on elite enemy. So if you plan to, if your mission is planned to fight a lot of elite enemy or bosses, well, it's a good passive to have because you have extra attack power when you fight those elites, so they will go down faster. So basically, you end up taking less damage because they are dead. Pretty simple. And the fifth passive ability is Entrapment. Increase attack power if there are enough targets with Batman mark. So now they don't tell you what's the mark, how it's going to happen. So I'm guessing it's from a passive, not passive ability, but basic attack. That's my guess because they don't explain it how you can affect targets with the Batman mark. But if you're fighting a lot of enemy, basically the 2 passive that will be important will be Battle Spirit and Entrapment. Then situational between if you can use more than 2 passive ability, because I'm not sure. I think it's 3, but I'm not sure. So basically, if you fight a lot of enemy, like I was saying, you will want to use Battle Spirit with Entrapment and either counter power type training or opportunity amidst trouble. And if you're fighting a low amount of enemies, but they are, well, if you're fighting elites primary, you want to have critical ecstasy with well, opportunity amidst trouble, and probably take reduced damage from power type enemy if you're fighting a power type enemy, or whatever other passive you want, because it won't be important if you're only fighting, you know, a small amount of enemies. But enough talking about those skills, guys, because we cannot be certain at 100% of what's going to happen when the game goes live, depending on the amount of, you know, damage increase, damage reduction, HP you need to have that damage increase, you know, all that stuff. Well, we'll see it when the game actually go live, and we cannot wait to have an actual release date, to be honest, because I think that a lot of people are excited about this game. I'm getting a pretty good amount of view for videos that I'm talking about DC Unchained for a game that's not released so far. Next, guys, we are going to go through the video release of the skill animation that lasts about 30 seconds after the video that we're going to watch together. Well, we're going to, you know, just give our opinion about those skills animation and shit, and that will be the end of the video after that. So let's move to that video here, guys. So guys, if I wanted to be totally honest, I am very, very disappointed by the skill animation of the Batman. You know, he's an iconic character. He is like probably the most popular DC superhero. It's debatable with Superman, but I think Batman is #1, and the skill animation really lack a lot here, guys. You know, he's probably going to have strong damage and that kind of stuff, good defense in my opinion, because he is the Batman, but the skill animation, this seems plain compared to other characters. For example, compared to the Flash has crazy skill animation. I think that Batman could have better skill animation in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think about, but I do think. There's one thing I noticed, guys, well, two things. You know, the jumping, whatever kick, whatever it's called, I don't remember the exact name, is actually have a stun, AoE stun when you actually use that ability. So that is very good for crowd control. And the fifth ability, the bat wing, I think, something like that, that you call an airstrike, basically. Seems to be mostly iframe, meaning that you cannot really be targeted by the enemies while it's happening. It looks like it guard breaks the enemy too, that they cannot actually move. And it's a long iframe, and it does looks like it does quite a good amount of damage. So those two skills are very, very interesting so far on what we can see. I cannot wait to play this guy. During the closed beta, I did not get to experience a Batman because I was focusing on Star Sapphire. But when the game's released, I'm sure going to be testing all the characters one by one, guys, to make videos, you know, character review about them. And obviously we'll go with all the characters, the most popular at the start, finishing by the less popular. Now, guys, I think I've been talking enough, so I'll thank you guys for watching this video. Next video, I do not know yet which characters I'm going to be doing a character preview of, but we'll try to pick a interesting characters. So guys, thank you for watching. Say hi to my son in the background. Don't forget to sub, like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.